December, all you Thomas Liquor wine lovers. It's a pretty big month for me because I'm Santa Claus and I got work to do. But it's gonna be a big month for you too, so I'm gonna make sure you've got great wines in your glass the whole damn time. Here we go, here are 6 new ones for your December Cellar Series description. Elf Friend, Can You Kill the Music? Fantastic. Here we go. Our first wine is coming from Jura. And the Jura is a really lovely part of northeastern France that it's pretty much directly east of Burgundy by like about 100 miles. And it's known for Comté cheese, breast chicken, some of the greatest ingredients in the French pantry, but they also make really killer wines. This is 100% Chardonnay, spends about 30 months on the yeast, rich and developed, only a half gram per liter of RS for the dosage. So it's really, really well done. It kind of gives a lot of the champagnes that we work with up at the North Pole a run for their money. Really love this stuff. I should also start off by saying that all of these wines are coming through our friends at Neil Rosenthal, who do exceptional work. You know, there's a few different importers that we trust with, like our classic regions in France and Italy, and they're pretty much at the top. Okay, the second wine that we're working with this month is coming from Austria. And to be honest, like, Austria is a bit of a conundrum for a lot of even seasoned wine professionals. A lot of people just think, yes, it's like Riesling and Grüner Veltliner and that's about it. And you know, you're not wrong, but there's other stuff going on there. The southeastern part of Austria, the Steiermark area, makes insane Sauvignon Blancs. You just have to be, you have to have kind of a big paycheck in order to access some of those because they're not cheap, but they're absolutely worth exploring if you ever have the opportunity. However, some of the entry-level wines from some of these producers are some of their field blends. This is a Gemischter Stadt, and a Gemischter Stadt is a wine style from Vienna. Don't forget, Vienna is this amazing wine capital that has vineyards and active wineries like right in the city. It's actually really, really cool. And these classic field blends, co-planted, co-fermented, and aged before bottling are really, really special wines. This is absolutely one of those. Fresh, aromatic, lovely. What is with not having really good white Bordeaux these days? We just don't see very much of it. So when we were tasting, Mrs. Claus and myself at the offices in Brooklyn, I saw this in the catalog and I said, let's taste that white Bordeaux. This is a producer called Chateau Oni l'Hermitage. It's a husband-wife team that have a really, really impressive estate with a lot of their fruit in Grave. And Grave is kind of like the gravel set of soils along the left bank in the Medoc that grow exceptional Semillon, Sauvignon Blanc, Muscadel, etc. This is mostly Semillon, barrel fermented. It has this weight and spice and texture to it. It's so lovely. You know, we just don't have the opportunity to access a lot of Bordeaux in general because the region is so like awesomely fractured amongst all of these negociants and shippers that make life really difficult for great wines somehow get in our hands. But this, thank you, Rosenthal friends, for making this possible. Lovely white Bordeaux from Grave. This is a new producer for us, Adanada. And this is kind of a producer in Trezo and Barbarasco. And they do really, really lovely stuff across the board, but they have a very fresh and kind of, vibrant style of old vine Barbera that comes from a single plot, the southeast facing plot. It's really, really fantastic stuff. We drink a lot of this at the North Pole, but this is a brand new producer for us, so we always love sharing new wines. Mrs. Claus is a really big fan of the spicy wines from the southern part of France. This is from an area called the Côte de Duras. This is a producer called Moreau Guillanchet. I want to make sure I got that correct. Moreau Guillanchet. And the Côte de Duras is outside Bordeaux, between kind of the Dordogne and the Garonne rivers. And it's a lovely area. Seemingly the wines are much more wild and kind of have a bit more personality than a lot of the wines that we see in the same price points from Bordeaux. So this family doesn't use anti-sulfur throughout the whole bottling process. So like whenever we taste those wines, like we just really hope that they're like good and are not like horribly faulted, because what you gain is this wild sense of kind of like exuberant fruit, awesome aromatics. Nothing's kind of bridled in any way. They're really free to kind of like show you their true colors. But sometimes they just veer off into the woods. This one is kind of fresh and vibrant and still really focused, like really high quality winemaking right here. This is mostly Merlot, 66%, like 2/3 Merlot. And then the balance is Cabernet Franc, Cabernet Sauvignon, and a little bit of Malbec. Really cool stuff. Finishing up, Caldemora, Ma Caldemora. This is a producer in the Terrasse du Larzac. This is a husband-wife team again that makes really lovely wines, kind of like your standard character grapes in this area. This is the Languedoc, so like Mediterranean part of France on the road down to Spain. Grenache, Syrah, Cinsault, Mourvedre, Carignan, old oak, large old oak format, but just it has that southern French sun, which Santa like really loves. Like I mean, Santa loves to spend time in Provence and the Languedoc after I do all my work this month, and it's important for me to kind of like to feel the sun. And when I have the opportunity to do that in the glass, like and it feels right, it feels kind of correct. Like, yeah, I mean, this is Southern French wine. Like it makes this feel real good. It's been a long year, boys and girls, and I hope you've been nice. That is your Cellar Series description. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays to all the holidays we celebrate this time of year. And we hope to see you back in the shop in 2024. Enjoy your time, enjoy your friends, enjoy your family, and pour them great wines.